This is the mystery of prayer part 2. So if you have not seen part 1, I highly recommend and strongly advise you to go and watch part 1. This video will be going into utilization of the imagination as the tool, but the focus is on understanding the aspects of God as far as the above you all, in you all, and through you all. So this video is not going to be too long, but I wanted to kind of highlight this alone. So what you want to do is you want to understand that God is a multi-dimensional being and he exists in us all. So we need to start off at the most essential and the easiest to grasp, which is the aspect of God within. Contrary to most beliefs, thinking that it's really easy to grasp that God is above us. It's not. That's why there's so many big debates about that reality and what it looks like. And though most people don't hear in the Christian community, the Israelite community, the aspect of God within, it is real. And the reason why it is easier to grasp once you understand it's real is because it's more accessible. You know that you exist. So now you also know that you have a brain, but your brain has a mind, which is spirit. It is the brain's computer, the mind. You know that you have a soul, but you can't see the soul. So also understand the idea that God is within you. Though you can't see it, there's evidence of it. You have the walkie-talkie, you have the person on the other receiver. Your intuition is like the walkie-talkie that's connected to the inner man. God sends a signal through to your receiver. The inner man hits the walkie-talkie, and you get that instinct, that intuitiveness to move. Many times we don't connect, we don't listen to our intuition whatsoever. We don't pay attention to it. So we be like, God don't answer my prayers, da da da, woody woody wop. God has answered your prayers. So he knows, babies, grasshoppers, he knows what he's dealing with. So he gets on the computer, he gets pressing all kind of buttons. I'm going to send this person a dream. Oh, I want to make these 2 cars drive by with a signal on it saying help is on the way. They pray for God to send help. She's going to look to the left just in time. Oh, God. She's seen the sign and she overlooked it. All right. Let's try to, she gets to the mall. Let's have people having a conversation about testimonies are being delivered. And when she goes into this store over here, let's put on the intercom about a commercial saying help somebody. So these are various different ways that God works. I described 2 that are easy to highlight, but all 3 are working together. The in you all, through you all, and above you all. The in you all is the intuitiveness as you're seeing it through. When we're talking about, the cars moving by, we're talking about the stuff on the intercom, we're talking about people gathering around, we're talking about the through you all. But when we're talking about, hey, look at the people gathering around, and you're not hearing that, that's the in you all. Hey, look at the sign. When you're not hearing that, that's the in you all. The dream, that's the in you all aspect. That's God within. God within be communicating to the inner man. And I want to be honest with some people. Not everybody possesses the inner man. And that's why you want to make sure that your heart is fully converted, because that's when you're given a new spirit. You must believe. You must believe and truly believe in Christ. And then when you're converted, you're given a new spirit, the inner man. Yet the inner man still has to be renewed. It's like you still, though you got the walkie-talkie, the battery still got to be charged. You got to make sure that you have a connection. Prayer is how you keep that connection. Fasting is how you keep that connection. Taking out worthless thoughts and always focusing on God is how you keep that connection. You know, so that's how you be sober and vigilant. You gotta understand, like, okay, I pray, I fast, I meditate. So I'm centering my body. I'm subjecting my body to my spirit through my soul. You know, my soul is the medium, so I'm being mindful with the media that I use. Media like computers, media like TV, media like the music, media like the food, because they're mediums for spiritual things. So they're material, they're metaphysical, they're part spirit and part material. So I gotta be mindful of the mediums that I download into my temple, because it could affect my ability, my receiver, my faculty department. Everything could get all jammed. The signals can get jammed. I won't be even able to hear my inner self, even able to hear myself, because all types of loud thoughts and ideas running through my mind, trauma, you know, other people ideas, whole bunch of garbage that I've been downloading into my mind from stuff I've been watching and stuff I've been looking at, stuff I've been hearing. So you got to flush, reset your faculty, get that transceiver right, so that God on the other end, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can connect. Because then the inner man is going to you, appear like, okay, yeah, the intuition. Okay, now I see. So if you stay in tune, if you make space for God within inside your temple, then you'll be able to connect with God that's around your temple. And then when those two are at home in harmony with through consistency, there's a harmony that's developed. When they become synchronized, then God up top sits on the pyramid. God up top, like, okay, now you're understanding the sovereign aspect, how God is just moving and operating. You'll be able to start seeing it, because now your conscience is rising up to where that's at. It takes these two making a bridge to come together to be able to understand and transcend to a high level of consciousness that you can really experience God that's above. You know, so please, I hope y'all taking notes for all this. Pause, space, stop, everything you gotta do in between. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you an assignment. I want you to go and search through the scriptures that can help you connect with the various of different aspects of God within. And if you're really a good student, you're gonna ask me in the comments or hit me on my line and like, yo, can you give me a little bit of push? Can you give me a little, throw me a cookie and stuff like that? I got you. But yeah, till the next video, my friends. And nothing wrong with my neck. It's a heating pad on the back of it. Keeps my neck aligned, and it detoxes the chemicals that sit too close to the brainstem and cerebellum. Love you guys.